Hi all, welcome to War India News Hour. The security threat is looming on the BFSI segments. There have been countless reports and articles offering actionable advice on how organizations can adapt to the pandemic. A new study from Juniper Research has found that IoT platform revenue will reach $66 billion in 2020, rising from $55 billion in 2019. Despite an outbreak of the global COVID-19 pandemic causing a slowdown of businesses across industries, an annual rise of 20% is projected by the year end. The banking industry has been in a state of constant change for over a decade, with a remarkable acceleration in the rate of change in the last 5 years. Today's core need is to process and operate in real time and support multiple digital channels. There are different routes and many factors that need to be considered, such as budget, workforce, skill, and huge cultural change in terms of new working methodology and enterprise-wide buy-in. At the same time, the financial institution was being increasingly targeted by pitch-perfect social engineering attacks that often led to users unwittingly installing remote access software or malware. A robust fraud solution that could analyze current event data and compare to historic behavior in order to accurately distinguish anomalous behavior in near real time was needed. The hard fact of the life is technology world is full of hidden risks and opportunities. It has to be the top priority for the tech leaders to provide insights that benefits people, businesses, and societies around the globe. The study further anticipates that businesses seeking greater resilience in areas including supply chain and asset management will enable the IoT market to overcome an anticipated widespread economic disruption over 2020 and beyond. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Reliance and BP bring Jio-BP partnership. BP and Reliance Industries have announced the start of their new Indian fuels and mobility joint venture, Reliance BP Mobility Limited. Following initial agreements in 2019, BP and RIL teams have worked closely over the past few months in a challenging environment to complete the transaction as planned. BP has paid RIL $1 billion for a 49% stake in the joint venture, with RIL holding is at 51%. It will leverage Reliance's presence across 21 states and its millions of consumers through the Jio digital platform. Banned Chinese apps are thinking to shift servers to India. The Indian authorities feared that these apps were transferring consumer data to locations outside the country, especially China, in an unauthorized and surreptitious manner. With servers in India, the data of local consumers would be stored in the country. The app owners are thinking on the option of shifting their data servers to India to allay concerns. With servers in India, the data of local consumers would be stored in the country. Google open source Tsunami vulnerability scanner. Google has released an open source enterprise network vulnerability scanner called Tsunami that is designed specifically to find high-risk bugs such as remote code execution and is extensible through the use of plugins. Tsunami will check for exposure to new vulnerabilities or attacks. Worldwide PC market bounces back with 9% growth in Q2 2020. The worldwide PC market enjoyed a stellar recovery in Q2 2020 as the total shipments of desktops, notebooks and workstations hit 72.9 million units, which is up by 9% from a year ago. HP regained #1 market share, unseating Lenovo to become the best performing vendor as it shipped a record 18.1 million client PCs, while Dell gained momentum from a resilient Q1 to grow 3% for shipments of 12 million units. Apple and Acer rounded out the top 5, growing 13% and 21% respectively. Dell refreshes XPS desktop PC with updated specs and design. Dell launched its latest version of its XPS desktop that is timed for what is usually the start of the back-to-school shopping season. The XPS desktop is designed for those who need more performance than a budget system can deliver, but at a potential lower price than an alternative like a gaming PC powerhouse. Indian short video apps could replace TikTok. With the ban of TikTok and 58 other Chinese apps by the government on June 29 to continue, the Indian apps are substituting with the short video sharing apps including InMobi, own Rocoso, Chingari, Trell, Mitro, TikTok, Moj have started gaining momentum. Silly app remains hung for hours and hacker created havoc on University of Punjab. Silly app, an app for conducting online examination, remained hung for hours. The glitchy app was used for conducting final year examinations, and an unidentified person has allegedly hacked into the online question bank of the Central University of Punjab at Bhatinda. As per the sources, the hacker sent an email to the Vice Chancellor of the university at 5:42 am on Wednesday, 8th July, just 2 days after the Central University started conducting online tests for students. Indian student develops app to replace Xender ShareIt. The application by the name BaitDo is aimed to replace Xender and ShareIt applications. Transferring files between devices, especially cross-platform, is a much sought-after functionality, and there are very few applications such as Xender and ShareIt that support it on all devices. Nepal's cable TV operators switch off Indian news channels. Nepal's cable television providers have said that signals for Indian news channels except Doordarshan have been switched off in the country. Dhurba Sharma of Mega Max TV, a channel operator of Nepal, says, "We have turned off the signals of the Indian channels from this evening." TikTok ban, is China stealing data? Ever since Trump's administration announced that they are looking into banning the widely used Chinese app TikTok, hundreds and thousands of its users have been left disheartened over losing it. TikTok is used as spyware by the Chinese government. The report further says the app grabs not only your info but that of friends, family and acquaintances, and it spies on people. The report further says it's absolute insanity and unconscionable to allow a child under the age of 16 to use the app as well. It's a food for thought. Finally, digital communication is vital to appreciate that digital infrastructure comprises the following main components. Going forward, there will be a rise of streaming services, on-demand viewing, and the battle for consumers' attention are transforming the role of the video service provider before our eyes. To conclude, with lockdowns being imposed in every country, digital usage, particularly usage of smartphones, has surged considerably. Enterprises throw big money and talent at security, but they still make basic mistakes that lead to data breaches. In 2019, businesses spent approximately $103 billion on security-related hardware, software, and services, according to IDC. And the figure is expected to reach nearly $134 billion by 2022. Still, the data breaches keep coming. As per the 2020 Verizon Data Breach Investigations report, the use of stolen credentials, that is usernames and passwords, is the top hacking technique in data breach incidents. Using stolen credentials has consistently ranked among the top ways enterprises are breached. Further, enterprises are often their own worst enemy when it comes to credential attacks. It's still too common for teams to hardcode and embed passwords and encryption keys within devices, applications, and even software repositories. Until these habits stop, these types of attacks are going to continue. Secondly, enterprises regularly slip on the basics with costs then big when it comes to data breaches, regulatory fines, forensics investigations, downtime, and irritated customers. Organizations that follow best practices like using VPNs and two-factor authentications are well positioned to handle a remote workforce securely. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.